Wrestlers need to stop taunting their opponents and playing to the crowd during the middle of the match. If the goal of the match is for you to win, why are you playing to the crowd? Why are you taunting in the middle of the match? Actually, not even in the middle of the match. This happens a lot in the wrestling now, like more than ever. It's like 2 minutes into the match, the wrestler hits a few moves, and they start taunting. Like, your goal is to win the match. You got to ground your opponent first. You got to get your moves in, and you're not doing that. You're playing to the crowd, trying to get reactions. But the way you're going to get over is by putting in the work, putting on the good matches, and actually trying to win. Because, see, who's ever first to taunt is usually the one to lose the match. Like, is your objective to win or is it not to win? I get that it's scripted, but at the end of the day, logic still matters. Like, you have to use some type of logic in this stuff. And if you're playing to the crowd, taunting the whole time, like the Creed brothers, they did it on Raw. They were taunting, they were talking like, Chad Gable, we gonna do this for you, this and that. Before the commercial break, they end up losing the match. So it's like, that was pointless. You wasted time because you're too focused on hyping yourself up, but giving the War Raiders time to recover. We've seen it in Rhea Ripley's match. She's too focused on Bianca Belair. She's mad because she's cheering on Io Sky. You're giving her time to recover. And then you ended up losing your title because you're too focused on things that aren't even affecting you. And that's another thing is wrestlers, if they're not telling the crowd, they're focused on wrestlers that aren't affecting them. Bianca Belair is on the outside, and she's trying to see who she's going to face at WrestleMania, which makes sense for the story and for the match. And she didn't say anything to anybody. She was just cheering on Io Sky because she wanted to see a good wrestling match, not end in a count out. And then Rhea Ripley got upset because she has a sheep brain, and she ended up losing her title. Now, I'll likely get in a triple threat match, which I'm fine with. I guess I'm fine with. I love the fact that Io won. There was a surprise that Jay won the Royal Rumble, John Cena turning heel, and now Io Sky beating Rhea Ripley on the Raw after Elimination Chamber. All three of those have been great surprises this year. But back to my main point and main topic of this short, wrestlers need to stop taunting in the middle of their matches. That's the end of the story. Like, even on AEW Collision, when Clark Connors, he had his match with Swerve, he got a few moves in, he started taunting. Like, you need to stay on the attack. You need to be trying to get the win. Like, it's wrestling and it's scripted at the end of the day, but logic still matters. And I hate watching a show without logic. Like, sometimes, and most of the times, it doesn't make sense when they're not using logic for the stuff that's going on. If you're a wrestler, your goal is to win the match. If you're in a championship match, you should not be taunting. You shouldn't be worried about other things going on around you. I think Ivy and Al even did it. I think Ivy and Al and Lyra both did it in the match. So it canceled out, but Lyra ended up getting the win. So it's like, at the end of the day, stop taunting, stop playing to the crowd, stop doing this and that, and actually try to win the match. It is annoying when you're focused on everything but winning the match.